Joe Pugh for Pep Talk UK, joined for the first time by the bomber, the man himself, Tony Bellew. How are you?
I'm alright, mate. Just finished a long day's worth of work, but happy to be here. It's a brilliant setup. Everything that we're doing is positive, you know, and it's great for boxing. So the fighters are busy, the fans are happy. It's good times ahead.
Definitely. And talk to me a bit about the card tomorrow night. Now it is fantastic main event, and obviously you've got a lot of invested interest in Jazza Dickens.
Yes, I've known Jazza since he was a kid. I've always supported him from afar. Been managing him for quite a while now, and he's the lad who never stops trying. He's the lad who never gives in, and I'm just made up. He's got to this stage of his career now where the big one's here. So Saturday night he's got to go out there, he's got to follow the game plan, because listen, if he doesn't follow the game plan that he's set out, he can lose this fight. Barry or Wad is a really good fighter. Kid Galahad can fight, so you know it's a really, really hard fight. It's a pick him. So, but if Jazza does what he's been training to do, I think he wins. I think he looks good, and I think he gets the job done. What I will, it's virtually impossible. I shouldn't have said look good, but it's virtually impossible to look good against Kid Galahad.
Yeah, we saw it with Josh Warrington.
Yeah, so you know, he negates your advantages that you go into a fight. He negates what you do well. So when he fights Josh Warrington, he ties him up so much in the fight, puts him in a bear hole for long parts of the fight. So, and it's very hard for Josh Warrington to work, as he usually does, as we've seen in the Selby and the Frampton fight. He outworks guys and punches someone. He's so, you know, the volume of punch he throws is big, and he just wasn't able to do that against Galahad because, you know, he was locked down. And in reality, that's not allowed in boxing. That's not boxing.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm not going to go as far as say it's a legal tactic, because it's not. Because holding and clinching is part of boxing, but not excessive holding, not excessive clinching, and that's what it was there. And we've got to work a way how to negate him, do it to stop him from doing that. But it's up to Jazza. That's not up to me. You know, I'm the manager, and I have, you know, a say. And I give him an opinion sometimes, but ultimately that's down to Georgie Vaughan, Derry Matthews to come around with the game plan, make it work for them. As I said, it's a really hard fight. It's a really, really hard fight.
Definitely, and it's a stacked card again. Fight week 2. You've got Akib Fiaz, you've got Bet Conley versus Ebony Bridges. You've got the 3 heavyweight fights. What's your pick of those?
Nick Webb and Wardley. This is a really good fight. Wardley, I think, is a very good fighter and very underestimated. People want to harp on about, oh, he come from a white collar background, he's not a big TV boy. Well, no, you don't need to be, because amateur boxing and professional boxing are 2 totally different sports. Make no mistake about that. So we'll soon see how it goes. Webb is dangerous. Big heavyweight who can really punch. We've just seen Babbage take a bit of a slap or a grab of his face on the stage at the weigh-in there. So his opponent's not here to mess around. It's an interesting, intriguing. It's mad because this fight card could be over within an hour and a half, or it could take 3 hours. With the heavyweight fella here, you know, it could end quick. It could be that. We could have 3 1-round fights. And that wouldn't be out of the question. That wouldn't be a shock to anyone. And then again, you could have, you know, a couple of longer fights in here. So Ebony Bridges has got her work cut out. Basically, she's going in against a fighter who's been in with everyone, and she's got something to prove. So she's got to want to outdo the other fighters. So she's got it all to do and prove. Akib Fiaz is someone who's improving drastically. Has been an integral part of various training camps. Jazza Dickens and other fighters sparred a lot of rounds with the likes of Carl Frampton, so we'll see how his progression's coming on. And yeah, it's an exciting card. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely, and I'm just going to ask you about a certain heavyweight who you've supported a lot for his career, Dillian Whyte. Mauricio Suleiman has said this week that after the 3rd Fury Wilder fight, he will order that mandatory position for the WBC. He said that this week. Deserved. About time.
Oh, listen, Dillian's long overdue. So it's a hard one to do, man, because these belts just, every belt's got, every organisation has their own agenda. And it's been very difficult. I mean, at the end of the day, a mandatory challenger for the WBC title is long overdue. So, we know where it leads, we know what needs to happen, and it will, thankfully, for Dillian Whyte.
Do you think Dillian Whyte can beat either Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder?
It's heavyweight boxing, mate. He's got a chance. Very, very hard fight for him against Anthony Joshua. Very hard fight for him against Deontay Wilder. Against Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder. Dillian's a man. He's in the unique club. It's a hard fight for anyone. He's tough, he's strong, he's powerful. He's getting better all the time. And he's got quite a good resume when you look at who he's beaten. I mean, obviously he's got the loss to Joshua, but he's only improved since then. I'd say it's just a really hard fight. Whoever takes on Dillian Whyte's not getting an easy night. The only one who could potentially have an easier night is Deontay Wilder, but he could have an easier night against anyone whose power's that big. So Deontay Wilder has the power to switch out anyone's life within a round, so that always gives him the potential to have an easy night. But ultimately his technical ability is far different than his power levels. So, you know, just depends how it works out.
And we'll go on to the other side of the heavyweight division then. A man you know, both men you know very well, Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk. I'm sure you spoke about it a whole lot, but it sold out in less than 24 hours.
Probably less than 20 minutes, mate, never mind 24 hours.
Exactly.
It's a very, very dangerous fight. I keep hearing people harping on, oh, it's just against a good cruiserweight. He's not just a good cruiserweight, he's the best cruiserweight to ever raced on gloves. He's that good. So, yeah, he's exceptional.
Will you be giving Anthony Joshua advice?
Anthony Joshua knows more than me, mate. He's undisputed, he's unified heavyweight champion of the world. The guy's experienced so much in such a short space of time. So, you know, it'll be exciting to see how he does on the night. It's an intriguing fight. It's one that, once again, he has to get the tactics spot on. And make sure he doesn't waste no time in a boxing match with Alexander Usyk, because Alexander Usyk is the best boxer he will ever face. So it's a really hard fight.
So, as the fight goes, what would be your fight prediction? Obviously, we're 6 weeks out now, just a bit more.
I think AJ will catch up with him, but I think he may find himself behind on the points when he does it. But I think he will catch up with him eventually. Size will be a huge factor in the fight. We'll see that size and power. There's a reason why it's called the heavyweight division. You're going to find that out when Anthony Joshua gets in there.
100%. And finally, Tony, it got announced after Fowler's fight last week that we're going to get a big night in Liverpool. Obviously, your home city. Fowler versus Smith. What a great fight, and what's your opinions on it?
Brilliant fight. Credit to both for taking it. It's not a fight that Liam Smith will have wanted, but it's one he's taken. Money is the deciding factor. Anthony Fowler, huge props for taking it. Huge props. He's basically bypassing the domestic scene by doing this because he can't get a fight with any of them. And it's admirable that he's doing it. Fair play to him. It's a really hard fight. Anyone who thinks Liam Smith is washed up is going to be sorely mistaken. And Liam Smith's a really good fighter, being at such a high level, but as I've said before, I'll say again, this is a huge momentous step in what to take in one go for Anthony Fowler. I'm intrigued to see how it goes, because one thing about Anthony Fowler is he'll never be found wanting for heart and desire. The boy will give it every single thing he's got. But there's levels in the game, and he's yet to compete at this level. So, you know, we'll see soon enough. October the 9th. Don't miss it.
100%. Tony Bellew, thank you very much for speaking to me today, and I hopefully will speak to you again soon. But finally, I've just got to say, what a jacket that is.
Oh, thank you very much.
A Taro Thundergatti jacket. I want to know where you got that. That's brilliant.
Great. Ocho Gatti. Amazing.
My all-time favourite. Thank you very much. Cheers, Tony.